Hello again. It's the end of the month and the final video of February. Um, Whew. This month has been really successful, as in not a single failure. It's actually a little impressive, not gonna lie. So, I'm really happy about that. If you couldn't tell, all of my goals have been rousing successes, and I'd even like to say I've started to, in the sleeping department, when going to bed earlier, I've actually started to go to bed at like 10 o'clock more consistently. Not exactly on the dot. Usually I have like, I get in there by like 10:30 because I want to give my dogs time to go to the bathroom because, man, they really like, they, one of them really likes pooping in the house when I leave the door open for them. Even when I do, sometimes it happens. It's something. But yeah, I usually try to get to I've been trying to get to bed by around 10 o'clock on weekdays, unless there's a special occasion. I think there was one time this week where I stayed up till like 2, and honestly, I didn't even realize it was 2 because I was just hanging out with a friend that I rarely get to hang out with. So, that was nice. Nice little break, and I was willing to give myself a little bit of an exception for times like that, especially since for me at least, there's not much of a difference between weekends and weekdays. So just kind of how it went. Um, Workout has been pretty stable so far, which means next month it's going to be increased to 4 days. Which I'm going to include Friday in that because while I'm doing it on Monday, it kind of feels like I should be doing it on Friday. Ugh, excuse me. I'm not going to do it today, but I will start it next month. So, gosh, holy crap. Excuse me. My my horn goal is going to increase again because as I said, I didn't fail. The only thing I find particularly cruel about this is since I'm also going to be increasing it by 1 day, which would mean my required is now up to 5 days, my bonus is up to 6 days. And, well, tomorrow would have been my 5th day, which means I would have been able to redeem it if it was still February. But if I want to continue my bonus, I just have to I just have to sit through Sunday. I'm not allowed to do it because of the continuity rule I gave myself, where I just allow the previous month to flow in. So this is going to be one of the rare times, unless I do the escalation goal that I was talking about at the beginning of the year, where there's going to be 2 days, two extra days right next to each other, and they're not even going to be on the same page. So maybe this will happen again. I don't think it will. This feels like a very lucky occurrence. Quotes around that. Unlikely. That's better. So that's that's pretty interesting, I guess. We'll just have to wait and see how things go because I'm not in the business of doing the math. Um, but on to other things outside of that. I was very frustrated with myself this week because a lot of my issues for school would just be resolved if I could just fucking read. Which, yeah, you're right. I missed so many discussion boards because I was a fucking illiterate moron who didn't, who just didn't read the damn things. No, I'm not illiterate. I am literate. I can read. I just don't. So, uh, I'm gonna, I'm gonna make an. I've actually decided to adopt a new habit of going into my calendar at the beginning of every week and marking down when the discussion boards are due. I literally put the day down. Yesterday, my sociology discussion board was due, and today my anthropology one is due, which I just did. Like, I'm fresh off of doing that. And then on Sunday, both of my responses for. Okay, yeah. Both of my responses for those discussion boards are also due, as well as another one for my public speaking class. I'm not actually done with work for today. I'm just, doing my little break, and then I'm gonna finish up my, at the very least, anthropology. I'm hoping to finish up sociology. Actually, no, I'm already done with sociology. Aside from the secondary replies, I'm just gonna wait until after the due date, which I could do my sociology now, but I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to do my replies for those. And I'm probably also going to try to do a little of public speaking today, as well as a little public speaking tomorrow, so I can break them up and not have them done by the day they're due. I'm trying my best to do it early, as I said last time. I never said I would be super successful with it, especially since this is a really new habit that is completely contradictory to how I did things beforehand, so I'm kind of attempting something really difficult here. So I'm going to give myself a little leeway, but at the same time, I'm still really disappointed in myself. If I just fucking read, I wouldn't be in the position I am now. I am frustrated as hell. And that time it didn't even come from not putting my assignments first. It just came from me completely misremembering due dates on certain things. So, yeah. I'm going to try and utilize my phone calendar to the best of my ability to make sure that I have the due dates put down and ready to notify me just in case I forget. So, I'm going to try to do better. I am legitimately, I'm just disappointed in myself, man. It's so frustrating. Oh, and I didn't talk about the goals for next month because for next month, all of the goals are just escalations. For porn, it's obviously just going up one day. That's literally the whole premise of this year. Um, for sleeping, specifically waking up at 7 o'clock, I'm going to put the requirement of going to bed at 11 because that gives me at least 8 hours. And it gives me some leeway to screw around at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock's the actual goal, but the written goal will be 11 for now. So, also, that's going to be hello to the fourth column again. I remember taking out the fourth column, but I'm gonna say hi to the fourth column again, which is pretty cool. Um, for data logging, if that feels a bit too vague. Um, and then workout is obviously just escalating to another day. I even discussed it earlier. For the most part, the escalations are going to stick through. I think the first escalation that's going to disappear is probably the workout because I only want to do 5 days of the week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Wednesday, with Tuesday and Thursday as like rest days. So that's how I'm going to be doing it. That's probably going to be the first one to go. I don't know if I don't know if I don't know what I'm going to replace it with, but I got 2 whole months to figure that out. So, oh shit, I closed that without my. Thank goodness this is the part of the book I've been opening the most consistently. Otherwise, that would have been a bit difficult to get to. Actually, speaking of that, how far in are we? Holy crap! That's a good little chunk of it. I don't know how many pages are actually in this thing because they're not labeled, but I don't know. That looks like maybe like a sixth. I don't know. Might be off on that ratio, but that's a good chunk. If things keep going like this, I might have to get a new journal in the next 5 years. uh, 5 years if each thing is 2 pages. 12 times 2. That's 24 per year, and then we do 24 times 5. So what? That's like 170 pages. If I did my math right. I don't think I did my math right there. Because that's 20. Two times that would be 40. Or no, not 40. That would also be 20. So it'd be 220. 24 pages. Yeah. So, what? 240 pages? At least I think that sounds right. I don't know. I was never the best at doing math on the fly. But that's a pretty decent chunk. I didn't expect this was what? Not 2 full years? No, it should be 2 full years by now, right? I started this in no, it would just be 1 full year because this was June 2024. Oh no, May 2024. I actually did. Yeah, May 2024. So that would mean that May 2025 would be a year specifically. What day did I start this on? Specifically, May 17th would be the 1 year or 2 year anniversary. So, yeah, 1 whole year and in what, 3 months? March, April, May. Yeah. In 3 months, it'll be 2 full years since I've been using this. How cool. I'll, maybe I should make it. Nah. Although it would be kind of cool just taking 2 years in review based off of the journal. It's a cool idea. Don't know if it'd be very helpful, but it's a cool idea. Anywho, let me stop my rambling. I haven't much else to say. I will see myself next time.